How's it going, guys? Lance Corporal Noble here with another video for you guys. Today we're going to be going over what's known as a casualty evacuation, or short CASEVAC. What this is it's similar to a medevac, however it's using birds such as the ones behind us that are not designated medevac birds. The purpose of a CASEVAC is to get casualties out of the combat zone as quickly as possible when there aren't dedicated medical birds in the area, or because it's too dangerous to get those birds in the area. So you use something such as the Venom behind me or the CH-53 in the background to do this. And these are just standard combat birds that may or may not have dedicated medical staff on board, however still have the capabilities of evacuating wounded Marines from the battlefield. So, the first part of a CASEVAC is to establish contact with the aircraft as usual, as you do in any call. Once you have established contact, you start with line 1, which is the location of pickup. That is the 6 or 8 digit grid. The second line is the frequency and the call sign of the primary caregiver. So for us, that would be the corpsman who is taking care of that individual. The reason why you give this frequency is so that the aircrew can establish contact with them and get more detailed information about the patient, what's going on with the patient, their status, and how many patients you have, anything like that that is necessary to pass up. And it allows them to do it much quicker than having to do it through a JTAC. So the JTAC will run the LZ operation and relay all the information they have on hand with them. However, overall, the corpsman, the primary caregiver, is going to have much more detailed information for that aircrew, and they're going to be able to relay that faster because it's going to be a direct link, and you're not going to have anything lost in comms as it's sent up. Line number 3 is the number of patients and condition. This is read in the A, B, C, D, and E scale. A being urgent. Those are going to be your most critical patients, the ones that need to be evacuated now. Bravo patients are going to be surgery. So they're a little bit less urgent than Alpha patients. However, they are in need of surgery and do need to be evacuated out of that area as quickly as possible. Charlie patients are priority patients. These are ones that are a little bit less than surgery and less than urgent. However, they are still in need of urgent medical care and need to be out of there. Delta patients are routine. That is a patient that has a minor injury, however, in still need of medical care, and they should be evacuated when the opportunity arises. Echo patients, these are the least patients of concern. They're also known as convenience patients. Echo patients are going to be ones that the aircrew can go ahead and come in whenever the opportunity arises, and there really isn't any urgent need because they can be taken care of on the ground. However, they still should be evacuated from the area. Line number 4 is the LZ security. That's reported in green, yellow, or red. Green being the area is secure, no risk of enemy fire, the bird should be safe on the ground, and there's pretty much no risk. Yellow would be there's limited fire, you have shots coming in, however there's no major risk to the bird. Red would be enemy AA or any heavy weapons in the area that would present a huge threat to the aircraft, and aircrews should be using extreme caution when there is red LZ. Line number 5 is the LZ mark. That is also done in Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, Delta, and Echo. Alpha being a panel. These aren't really an ARMA, but in real life, a panel is they're reflective panels that can be seen through night vision goggles, but also visually they're very bright. They're generally orange or red, and they're used to mark LZs as they allow pilots to see the LZ and see these panels. They're like little cloth things that you can fold up and carry with them, so they're super portable. Bravo is a pyrotechnic signal, so that would be something such as a flare. It'd pretty much be limited to a flare. Charlie is a smoke signal. For the 15th MEU specific, we use purple for mass casualties, and these would be used to mark a CASEVAC site. Delta is none, and E is other. Other being any sort of other smoke that you'd be using, or let's say if you're using a reference to mark the building. Line number 6 is the patient status. By status, what is used is pretty much who they are. So that's done through Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, Delta, and Echo. Alpha being U.S. military, Bravo being U.S. citizen, C being non-U.S. military, Delta using non-U.S. citizen, and Echo representing a POW. With all of these, you can either use the Alpha, Bravo, Charlie system, or you can read it, such as urgent, U.S. citizen, so stuff like that. So how it would really run through if you had a true CASEVAC would go as following. Let's use our current area. Gunfighter 1-1. CASEVAC at grid ref 03601 frequency 101.3 for primary caregiver. ×2 patients, urgent. ×1 patient, priority. ×4 patient, convenience. LZ security is green. Marked by purple smoke. All patients, U.S. military. How copy? At this time, the aircraft that you're talking to is going to go ahead and report back with you, and then you can go ahead and get that bird in there. So I hope you guys learned something about the casualty evacuation process that is used by the U.S. military, and specifically for the 15th MEU. And if you have any questions, as always, put it in comments, and I'll be sure to answer them. So as always, guys, view, subscribe, and let your friends know. So I hope you enjoyed and learned something, and see you guys later.